In today's episode, we'll be addressing questions for seniors, so keep listening to know more. Also, we got some great news about the R2C program. Plus, did you see the fighter jets screaming across the New York City skyline? Well, Mr. Roush has that story and more in today's episode of The True Update. Alright, I'm Daniel Holman. I'm your host for today's episode of The True Update, and here's my co-host, Jaden Palmer. Take it away, Jaden.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy Jaden. Without further ado, let's get into it. Seniors, graduation is currently in the process of being discussed. We will have more for you in upcoming updates. If you have any questions about college, you can meet with your college counselors Tuesday and Thursday from 1:30 p.m. to 2:20 p.m. Feel free to join using this code right over here where I'm pointing at my TV, right over here on Google Classroom. Now, on to my good friend and my buddy, Daniel Holman.
Thanks, bud. Now, here's a shout out to the Air Force JROTC program for getting the Distinguished Unit with Merit Award. Again, congrats to them. Speaking of the Air Force, well, a fleet of fighter jets made several rounds across the city. Truman Media teacher Mr. Roush went back to Brooklyn to find out exactly what was going on. He has his report now.
It was one group of American heroes saluting another. Dozens of people gathered here at Domino Park while maintaining social distance to witness not one, not two, but three passes of the Navy Blue Angels and Air Force Thunderbirds as they crisscrossed New York City and the entire Northeast United States to salute America's healthcare workers.
There are lots of ways to say thank you to the frontline workers in America's hospitals, but on Tuesday, thank you came in the form of a display of American military might and precision. Despite a request to stay indoors and watch the flyover from home, posted on the Blue Angels Twitter page, dozens of spectators gathered at prime viewing sites to try and catch a glimpse of the Blue Angels and Thunderbirds in a rare joint flyover. Both groups of 6 fighter jets screamed across the New York City skyline in their signature Delta formations, while a chase jet tracked alongside. The military pilots themselves even got a unique and rare 1,500-foot high view of Manhattan. The entire display taking about 40 minutes and snaking from White Plains south across the 5 boroughs of New York City, as well as Newark, New Jersey, Long Island, and parts of Connecticut. The roaring jet engines and trails of blue and white smoke at some points drawing cheers from bystanders. And while some voices on the internet were critical of the event, the White House says the squadrons are required to engage in a minimum number of hours of flight training and that these flyovers come at no additional expense to taxpayers. Meanwhile, other critics said that the flyovers encouraged people to break social distancing rules.
New York City, an early stop on what will eventually be a nationwide tour for both of those squadrons as Americans continue to battle COVID-19 while making plans to reopen. From Domino Park in Brooklyn, I'm Dave Roush.
Well, thank you, Roush. Now, for today's question section. Do you know which Truman Teacher are doing these insane basketball drills? Comment your answers down below for a chance to be recognized in the next True Update. Well, that's all we have for this edition of the True Update. I thank you so very much for your time, and I'm Daniel Holman, signing off.